I just wanted to spend a minute to get you familiarized with where Esan Prefectural Park is at. So I'm looking at Google Earth here. So in the context of Japan, just kind of zooming out, just kind of quickly show you. So Tokyo is down here. Hokkaido is the northernmost island and prefecture in Japan. So, and the Esan Prefectural Park, where I hiked Mount E or Esan, is over in this kind of, I don't know, I call it kind of the southern claw of the southeastern claw of Hokkaido, or like the pincher, like a crab claw. Easy way to probably remember that is Hokkaido is very well known for crab. So you've got this kind of crab pincher in the southeastern part. So basically, I stayed a prior evening over in Hakodate, kind of in this area here. Actually, it was this, where's it at? I want to say it was, it's this hotel right here. It's a newer hotel, very nice. I think it's called Tokyu Metro Hotel. It's actually has like a hot springs bath at the top. So I stayed there, and then the next morning, there's a Toyota rental car place. I want to say it's right over here somewhere. I can't remember exactly where, but it's right over here. So I was at the Toyota rental car place, rented a car, and then drove maybe, I would say probably it's maybe a little over an hour over here into this kind of southeast corner of the Hakodate area, or this peninsula area, to Esan Prefectural Park. So I'll just zoom in. It's pretty much a coastal drive area. So driving all along this coastal area, I'll zoom in a little bit, and then up, I believe it was kind of up into this road right here, which takes you up Kind of zoom out in a minute again so you can kind of see how the terrain is. And then I stopped at this little kind of observatory area here, and then you kind of loop around. Let's see if I can kind of loop around here, and then you also ultimately park in the Esan prefectural park right here. So there's some parking, there's like some restrooms there, there's an old kind of dilapidated shelter picnic area that's kind of closed off. Predominantly I kind of just I parked in this area here, and then I hiked this trail here pretty much all the way around, and then came all the way around here, and then kind of skirted the edge, and then came back over here and kind of got like right into this kind of crater area. So you can see, kind of just zooming around here, what that area looks like. So that's the top of Mount E right there. Again, I didn't go too far because this was my first hike, and I really felt that I was inadequately prepared for just the area, given just the amount of bears that I didn't see any bears, but just the amount of bear like poop that I saw in the area. So I think I definitely want to come back here and do this hike again. So if I do this hike again, I'll do this trajectory and go all the way up to the top here, which should be really nice hike and view of the area. So anyway, that's it. Just want to use Google Earth to give you this view of just kind of the geography of the park, and kind of just how to get there, how far it is away, and just in general kind of where to park and where some of the hiking trails were at. That's pretty much it. I know there were some other cars that were parked in the parking lot hiking this area. You can see it's pretty forested in this area. I know there was at one point when I was hiking where I heard like a big like a shotgun blast a couple times. I know that people carry like the bear scare things on them, so I think you can pick those up at any of these nature or hiking stores as well, just because of the the prevalence of bears in the area. And these aren't little bears; these are Hokkaido brown bears, or I think they're called usu bears, and they're pretty big. So nothing to be timid about. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and post this so you get kind of an idea of what the terrain looks like, and you'll see it before the rest of the video. Super lucky today. Some sun. Colors are starting to change here in Japan. Konnichiwa. Super lucky to be in Hokkaido this time of year. To get some sun today, to see the vivid color change in the leaves and plants, and then to be here at Mount Esan. Stop for a second, but you can see the active sulfur vents there with all the yellow. That is sulfur, obviously. There's some more over there. I'm gonna see how close I can get. Some of the trail looks a little beat up. Let's see. We'll walk this way first to Misaki Observatory. I see more bear poop. So that's bear tracks and as big as my hand. So probably need to be very careful. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do this course out here by myself. I think that was the last person out here. I don't want to risk anything. It's always a risk, considering there's bears out here. I think this trail just goes straight up the backside. So I'd probably just go from the front side and get pictures that way. It's beautiful out here though. I'll walk up a little bit further. Well, maybe this goes straight. This goes. I'll take the easy route. Pretty amazing. Okay, thanks. So very small.
Hello everyone, my name is Chris Kazan. I just finished hiking this Mount Esan area in eastern Hakodate in Hokkaido, Japan. Fortunately, I'm here during the fall time frame, so I'm just getting the leaves and trees turning colors, and did a pretty simple hike here around this natural park area. There are quite a few signs of bears, bear scat, bear prints. It does say not to hike alone, but I'm here doing it. I do see other locals doing it as well. If you're here, I would say it's best to probably have the bear bell to have bears recognize that you're in the area. But volcanoes is something that I've been passionate about ever since I was a kid. Japan specifically has about 110 active volcanoes. I've been to a couple of them, but In this trip, I really wanted to spend time focusing on visiting some of the ones throughout Japan. So I started here with Mount Esan, which you'll see one of the sulfur fume vents here in the background. Last eruption, I think, was around the 1870s. It is a stratovolcano. It's in the eastern Hakodate Peninsula. It's quite beautiful here. A lot of nice hiking trails. Some of them are pretty well developed and maintained. Signs are pretty well maintained. So I'd say if you're ever in the area, you can rent a car coming out of Hakodate. It'll probably take you about maybe about an hour to get here. Pretty easy drive, but overall worth the visit out here. It's super peaceful out here, super quiet. If you just stop for a second, you really can't really hear anything but the wind at that. Up here by the sulfur vents is obviously a strong sulfur smell. So with that said, I'm going to start walking around a little bit more and get a little bit more of a hike in before I go up north and see some of the other volcanoes. Thanks for watching.
There's quite a few different trails you can hike on. We do have this somewhat roped off. I would say not to get any closer than that. The very strong sulfuric fumes can make you pretty dizzy. Just standing pretty close to that little barrier you can see there, I started getting a little kind of lightheaded given just the amount of sulfur in the air. I mean, it can really make you dizzy. So a few more vents. There's one of the bigger vents up there. When you're closer to that vent, you can actually hear it. You can actually hear the hissing, not so much a hissing, but more of a low kind of wind noise coming out of it. They go throughout, so this is definitely an active volcano. It's still considered and monitored very actively by the Japanese Meteorological Society, if I can say it right. I'll post links to the Japanese Geological survey with links directly to information about this volcano in both Japanese and English as well. If you like geology, you can definitely find some pretty cool rocks in here. I've seen some, pretty much some rocks that look close to geodes. Like I said, I didn't bring any tools to break anything open, so there's some really, really interesting rocks up here. Worth it. In the US, they don't really have anything like this, so you can't really get that close to it at all without it being totally marked off. Japan, I guess, realizes most of the citizens are pretty responsible, and for the most part,
you can get pretty close to these types of things. Just use caution. Again, because I don't have a bear bell, I'm just taking it pretty easy, watching my surroundings. There's a lot of pumice up here. This is pumice. It's really light. I don't know if you'd really call this probably more scoria. It's really super light. See, there's a bear scat right there. Just overall, have to be really aware. Well, it's a beautiful park. Just wish I had more time to come here every day for about a week and just hike every avenue of it. But this is my first trip. I'm sure I'll be back. I've made quite a few trips here to Japan in general. I definitely want to try to come back during maybe the summertime. Definitely be hotter, but a little bit more accessible without having to worry about the weather, quick weather changes. Earlier it was very nice and sunny, and then it got cloudy. Creeping in the winter time, it's just the weather can change very quickly and start raining, and I just really don't have any rain gear at this point, so I'll have to make it back later. I found my rock I'll put up there. This is an interesting one. I decided that I would put it right here. Hi. There we go.
It's on top of a bigger rock. Okay. It was a smooth mud surface from long ago. It wasn't bare rock like I thought it was. Let's see, there's more bear scat here. All this stuff I'm seeing looks pretty fresh, not too old, so definitely want to be careful. I don't know where these bears are hanging out at. A few rules the most Japanese hiking places will tell you about or give you information about. One is to carry a bear bell with you so that bears hear you and you don't walk up and surprise them. When you surprise them, that's like one of the worst things apparently for any bear, even in the US. And the other thing is bear spray. They recommend carrying bear spray. And then, although most of my clothes are black, because I'm not out here hiking every day, they have also, what I read this trip was that hornets have an agitation toward black, so they say wear bright colored clothing. Not only from the hornets aspect, but so you can also be seen from bears, and since bears have poor eyesight, and so rescuers could probably see you as well. So anyway, this goes to Esan Observatory, which I think is really up there. I didn't go up there just for the sake of time. I'll do that next trip. And then this is Misaki Observatory and Gogindo Trail. I took the Gogindo Trail. I didn't go all the way to the Misaki Observatory. So now I'm just going to go back to the parking.
Here's kind of a final shot. Looks like these buildings are kind of worn out, disrepair after a long time. There's my little rental car right there.